All right, so hello and welcome to the introductory video for my go-to-market engineering course. I just wanted to just cover why this course exists and why listen to me. So as I said, this is the introductory video for my go-to-market engineering course. This course exists because after speaking with lots of up-and-coming go-to-market engineers, some that I've also mentored, and one thing has become very obvious, and that's most go-to-market engineering courses aren't go-to-market engineering at all. The outbound course is just rebranded, and even with those that have more coverage, there's just huge gaps. So there's no architecture, there's no system design, there's no business analysis, there's no explanation of why we build things in a very certain way. So I wanted to build something very different. But before we get into that, who am I? So I'm a go-to-market engineer. I'm currently building Tent, and we are in essence a revenue engineering company. So we do go-to-market engineering and AI-powered RevOps as well. And I've worked and supported companies across the UK, Europe, the US, spanning from industries such as cybersecurity, local services and agencies, creative studios, financial firms, renewable energy companies, data and infrastructure companies as well. And this course is my attempt to provide free and genuinely valuable go-to-market engineering education. We're not just going to cover theory with this or tactics in small isolation, but instead we're going like the full mile, right? I plan to just cover like everything and anything. And just to be very, very clear, this is not an outbound course. If you're looking for like a very specific course on how to, run outbound campaigns, please look somewhere else. There's some incredibly talented outbound creators on YouTube and LinkedIn. Please lock in and follow them instead. What I'll be covering there are going to be elements of outbound in a lot of detail, right? But ideally, we'll be covering a lot more than that. And I'll be covering kind of what we're going to be, or I plan to deliver later. Now, my mission is incredibly simple, and I'm going to be super, super transparent about it. So what I want to do with this course, or with these, next 20, 30 plus videos, is build a go-to-market engineering community. And this, for me, makes hiring easier and also makes my clients hiring easier as well. On top of that, I want to create a real training resource for future hires. So what this means is that, when I do hire, I can just say, here you go, here's the course, go for it. So I don't have to worry about them upskilling. And on top of that, I want to attract people and teams that want to work with me too. So like, I'm not here, pretending that I'm trying to save the world and doing this because I love giving away free stuff, although I do. But at the same time, if this really does help someone develop real durable skills, it levels up their career in a meaningful way and makes some money, that's a very real bonus for me. And, that would be great if I can deliver that for you guys. I just want to cover philosophy and first principles. So how should go-to-market engineers think before even touching tools and start building? Now, in my opinion, being a go-to-market engineer is both a strategic and technical role. You're not just providing good ideas, you're expected to come up with these ideas, create them, test them, and build them if the ideas are successful. A go-to-market engineer must be able to analyze go-to-market systems, identify bottlenecks and failure modes, solve problems logically, and implement solutions end to end. And that combination is what makes you as a go-to-market engineer or as someone that is implementing it incredibly valuable to any business, right? So I just want to talk about the difference between having an engineering mindset and an operator mindset. Now, operators, they run the tools, they follow the playbooks, they execute tasks, and they typically ask, what should I do next? Now, as a go-to-market engineer, your focus is that it's design and ideation and also implementation. I haven't put that there. But you, as a go-to-market engineer, or even myself, we define how the system should behave. So we need to be knowledgeable in that regard. We connect the tools together through logic and automation. We turn ideas into work and infrastructure. We have ideas, we test them, we respond based on evidence. And we typically ask, how can I make my shareholders, my stakeholders' jobs easier? Operators keep the systems running. Go-to-market engineers create the systems that run. So that is the combination of strategy and implementation at the same time. And that's where real leverage lies. So ideas without the execution is useless. Execution without strategy is fragile. Go-to-market engineering, it's an intersection of both. And as I keep on saying, that is where the real leverage comes from. Now, big red box, really scary. I just wanted to be super, super clear on this. What go-to-market engineering is not about. Now, your job is not to replace anyone. Get that narrative out of your brain. Go-to-market engineering is not about replacing SDRs. It's not about removing marketers. It's not about automating people out of jobs. That's a very shallow and honestly, like a very sinister way to think about your work, right? The correct mindset to have is your job is to serve your team or the client with these core questions in mind. How can I make their job easier? How can I help them hit their KPIs? How can I increase revenue per headcount? We exist to remove friction, not people that are working their butts off trying to deliver results. To help teams do more, not take away their jobs. A good go-to-market engineer makes everyone around them more effective. A great one raises the ceiling of what the entire team can achieve. We are a multiplier, not like a remover. So who go-to-market engineering is and isn't for. So this course is for B2B companies looking to learn go-to-market engineering. There must be some form of go-to-market B2B motion, somewhere within the system. So this can look like selling directly to other businesses, selling into partnerships, channel or reseller motions, or a D2C brand that's building a B2B distribution, wholesale or strategic partnership kind of thing. If there's a business decision maker involved, go-to-market engineering can possibly apply. Now, when go-to-market engineering doesn't work is when you are running a direct-to-consumer brand, so a B2C brand, and the business relies purely off of one-off relationships and referrals. The product is extremely low ticket with no upsells or retention. When go-to-market engineering does work is when revenue depends on processes. There's a clear path, lead, deal expansion, multiple tools and data sources need to collaborate and work together. The team wants predictability, and growth is constrained by execution quality and not demand. So the ideal business models for this is like B2B SaaS, agencies, services, businesses, marketplaces and platforms, infrastructure and data, tooling companies, and like I said, D2C brands with some form of like B2B internal targets. Now, let's talk about the people specifically. That course is open to anyone who wants to understand how a modern go-to-market system is actually built. So this is anyone that's interested in building with AI, automation, low code, and even with custom code in a go-to-market specific focus. This is for you. But it will be most relevant to anyone in sales, customer success, revenue operations, sales operations, growth or go-to-market roles, or cross-functional RevOps teams, right? So if your role sits within the intersection of revenue, systems, and execution, once again, this course is for you. You don't need to be an engineer, but you need to be willing to think like one. So this course is designed to take you from foundations to advanced go-to-market engineering. At times, some of the videos that I may release, they may feel like linear or exploratory, and that's like intentional. And go-to-market engineering is a fast-moving discipline because of all of the new technologies that are constantly being released. So sometimes I'll share things as I'm learning or refining them because they may be immediately relevant, even if it doesn't fit like in this new curriculum that I'm looking to kind of design. And because I am aware of like kind of the lack of structure that I might deliver, I will be hosting the videos and assets in a dedicated place that is going to be more structured. So it will be like a course and you'll have the subcategories and so on. Now let's go on to what we are going to cover. So we're going to start off with go-to-market engineering fundamentals. This includes things like process mapping, system thinking, clay tables, architecture, basic automations and workflows. Then move into core go-to-market systems, such as outbound systems, inbound enrichment, qualification and routing, data workflows, formulas, and key tools like NAN, Manus, GPT, Claude, and so on. And then we're going to progress into some advanced implementation stuff, which is going to be like databases, Supabase, custom schemas, Cursor, Claude Code, AI-assisted development, custom scraping, external data, and everything in between that. And just so you know, most of my videos will have an asset linked in the description. For example, this video will have this presentation. So if you want this presentation and this information, it will be linked in the description. And I'll also be kickstarting my newsletter too. So if you want to sign up to my newsletter where I'll just be giving you even more kind of content, please do, link in the description. Now, it's the end of the video, so let's get it. You don't need any permission to start. You don't need the perfect tooling. You don't even need to know everything up front. You just need to be curious, have a willingness to build, and discipline to think in systems, and obviously that excitement as well. And I hope I can stay consistent and deliver something genuinely actionable for you guys as this course evolves. As I said, this course will give you the foundations, and what you build with it is going to be completely up to you. My goal is to publish around 1 to 2 videos per week, but please don't expect any crazy high production videos. It's just not my style. They're going to be raw, they're going to be informative and actionable. So what I will deliver: clear thinking, real systems, practical builds, and ideas you can actually apply. This course is about substance over polish. Catch you in the next video. Thank you for watching.